Once in a quiet little town lived a woman named Mary, who had nothing but her 2 children to live for. Life had been unkind to her. Her husband had passed away early. He left debts she had never known about. Neighbors spoke more about her misery than their own lives. Mary worked day and night. She scrubbed floors and washed clothes. She cleaned other people's homes for small pay. Her children Emma and Noah often waited with hungry stomachs. They waited for her to return with a few scraps of bread. Despite exhaustion, Mary never showed weakness in front of them. She always smiled. She wiped her sweat with the edge of a torn scarf. She said one day all this suffering will end. She said one day the sun will rise for us too. The children believed her because hope was the only treasure they had. But behind her smile, Mary often cried at night. She cried silently so her children wouldn't see. One evening, rain poured through the broken roof. Thunder rattled the windows. Emma asked softly, "Why don't we ever have enough? Why are we always hungry?" Mary's heart cracked, but she hugged her daughter. She whispered, "Because life is testing us, my child." She added, "Those who don't give up always win." Tears rolled down her cheeks. She hid them in the darkness. The next morning, Mary decided enough was enough. She wanted her children to see a better tomorrow. Even if it meant breaking her back, she would try. She borrowed a few vegetables from a kind neighbor. She used an old pot to cook a simple stew. She set up a small stand near the market corner. She offered hot stew to travelers. At first, people mocked her. They called her foolish for selling poor food from a rusty pot. Some laughed, saying who would buy from a poor widow. But Mary kept serving with patience and kindness. The aroma of her stew soon caught attention. A tired worker stopped and bought a bowl. He came back and bought another. The next day, more people stopped by. Slowly, her little stand became known. People said the food had less spice but more love. Mary greeted everyone with warmth. Sometimes she gave free bowls to beggars and children. Her kindness became her strength. Days turned into weeks. Her small stand began to grow. She saved every penny. She taught Emma and Noah how to help. Emma served with a smile. Noah collected coins carefully and placed them in a jar. Their teamwork made the little stall glow with energy. Soon, Mary's stew became famous in the whole town. Travelers asked for the widow's pot of love. Just when life began to change, a greedy landlord demanded double rent. He said if she failed, he would throw her out. Mary trembled at the thought of losing everything she built. The children cried. Mary stood tall and told them, "Don't be afraid when the storm comes." She said storms only prove how strong the tree really is. Instead of giving up, she worked day and night. She made more stew and delivered to nearby houses. She woke before sunrise and rested after midnight. Within weeks, she earned enough to pay the rent. She also saved to buy a small cart with wheels. No one could push her away anymore. Her stall was hers to keep. Her heart swelled with pride. Villagers who once mocked her now respected her. Some even apologized and said we were wrong. They asked her to forgive them for doubting her strength. Mary only smiled and said, "I hold no anger." She said her pain had taught her one thing only. Only kindness keeps us alive. Months later, her stew business expanded into a tiny eatery. Emma learned to cook. Noah managed the money. Mary finally breathed in relief. She no longer feared tomorrow. Her children had full stomachs. Her home was repaired. Her heart no longer carried the same heavy sorrow. Years passed, and her little eatery became loved by all. People traveled from far just to, oh, taste her stew. Mary's story spread as an inspiration. Many widows struggling in silence found courage to start again. They saw how a poor woman once called weak turned pain into power. What began with a rusty pot became a beacon of hope. The moral of this story is clear. Life will always test you with hunger, tears, and storms. If you don't give up and keep walking with faith and courage, then even the hardest nights lead to the brightest mornings. So I ask you today, what excuse is holding you back? If Mary, with nothing but a rusty pot and 2 hungry children, could turn suffering into success, then what is stopping you from taking the first step today?